penalty is an appropriate sentence. There may be times when it's the most appropriate sentence, but there's often injustice in how it is applied. There are times when the death penalty would be an injustice because the defendant is innocent or received an inadequate defense. We know in the real world, poor people get the death penalty relatively often. People with means almost never do. And I would have great difficulty imposing the death penalty if there was any doubt as to the defendant's guilt. But in the case I was in the jury pool for, and in the case of Nicholas Cruz, there isn't any question about guilt or innocence, and both have excellent legal representation. So I'm not sure where the correct practical application lies here. My faith, even a deep understanding of theology, whether I have it or not, does not give me every answer to every question. My faith gives me relative certainty about a pretty small number of issues. What do I think of the Bible? Who is God? What about Jesus? How can I know God? What does, in broad terms, following him look like? What story are we in, and how does it end? These relatively few faith commitments, though, are a touchstone for many, many other beliefs and commitments. But for many questions beyond these, we just may not know, and we may have to live with not knowing. Does the Bible tell us what a Christian should think about the case of Nicholas Cruz? I'm not sure it does with certainty in every area. But the most difficult question for people of faith related to people who have committed horrible crimes is, how should we think of them as people? What does justice demand? What does love demand? What should be in my heart? This biblical command is not a command for me to avenge or bring justice. It is for society to address the crime of murder. So how should I, as an individual, respond?